Hey everyone, RemanX here, and Teal gear is in the game, and the question is it ripe to buy? And so we're going to talk about how to get Teal gear, the impact it's going to have on your characters, whether or not it's something you should be focused on, and where I think my head's at with this whole process, and hopefully I can share some of these details with you. So one of the most important things happened. MSF.gg, one of the best resources we have in the game, was able to unpack the Teal gear. So we wanted to take a look specifically at the effect that it was having overall. So we're going to show you guys really quickly. You'll see Kestrel. Okay, so Kestrel is a good indicator. A lot of us have brought her up, and she's a character that works in raids, and we're theorizing that she'll be a DD5 essential character. So because she takes up 2 different game modes, she's probably safe to build. I don't think there's a lot of ways they can neutralize her in the current game. That being said, I just want to kind of review the stats. So we look at the 7 red star, look at the total health, and this is before, so this is level 85. ISO level 3 blue, striker, which I think the majority of you guys have, even though I've settled on something a little bit different. But I wanted to set this baseline because we can take a look at now the difference that Teal gear is going to provide. 619 health, for 41k damage, and then I think those are, you know, kind of the most important stats for most of us to kind of compare growth for. So we can just turn these gear on, we'll equip these, right, and just go right up to level 16, and we'll take a look at the stat jump. So 619 and 41 700. So keep that in your mind here. So this is what happens when you equip Teal gear. All right, goes to 765. Okay, now this is partly because of her passive, but 51k damage. And so this is the scenario we have. We're seeing anywhere between a 10% to about a 12% increase on some of the stats, different per character based on what they have equipped. But you can see that difference maker, especially in the health category, right? And so she actually got one of the largest increases when you take her up in stats, which I thought was pretty incredible. So I've got to wonder if all this information is accurate, but realistically, we're going to start to see these in game through players that are acquiring them, and so, geez, guys, is Teal gear going to make that much of a difference? Well, Doom 2.0 is here, and I'm going to say something that I think it's refreshing. Doom 2.0 felt fun. It felt like a reasonable challenge for characters that a lot of us were building up. It wasn't the point where it was where they just built on frustration and decided to just throw a difficulty that was impossible to achieve at us. What they did was they probably accomplished that mostly through the sliders. And so this feels a lot like what happened when Ultimus 7 came out. Now I'm about to do Doom 2.1. I'll have more feedback on that. But let's break down the Teal gear and go over kind of what's in the game and available to offer, and what I'm working on to get you guys some information. So first things first, right now it's going to be these mini uniques that are going to be your biggest problem, and we're going to talk about where they appear and how to get them. So if you're beating the raids, you're going to get some Teal gear over time. Now, that being said, it isn't going to be significant where you're going to start just leveling your roster unless you're buying these offers. So should you buy those offers? Well, it depends on where you want to be in completion of Dark Dimension 5. Remember, those that beat Dark Dimension 5 have easier wars, easier raids, and I have a feeling, looking at the numbers for the raid, which we're going to break down at the end of this video, you're going to need Teal gear to really accomplish that. But let's go into it specifically. So inside the stores, when you guys are looking at the slots, you'll see on this right node, okay, you will get a chance for a drop for this. This is the rare component that you get from the stores. The only way else to get them is buying them through offers. Now, they appear in the war store, and they also appear in the gold store, but they also have a chance not to appear. So we're trying to establish what percentage that these actually appear in the store, so we get a baseline to understand how rare these are going to be going forward. So stay tuned. That's something that I'm going to need 1,000 of data points, and we're already starting a collection of that to hopefully get that information to help understand what the next level is going to be. So that being said, that is where those rare pieces occur. They're called the mini unique. So that's this offer right here. And so just to give you guys a baseline of what they're selling it to us, 9 of them for $30 for It's a bargain and a steal. Remember, guys, this video will be sponsored by Amazon Coins, and if you spend any money on this game, I recommend using the Amazon link. If you've been looking to save some money, save some coins, and save yourself a whole lot of hassle, welcome to the Amazon App Store. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, today's special offer is sponsored by Amazon, and you could save up to 20% on your favorite in-game purchases. It's that simple. That's right, guys. All you have to do is download the Amazon App Store. You can follow the links you'll find in the description below. The Amazon App Store is up to 20% off savings of some of your games. You simply click the link for the download now. You find your favorite game from the App Store once it's loaded on your Android device, and you buy some coins following these links here. These links will refresh about every 24 hours. So if you guys have visited the page before, make sure you visit it again, and you guys will have access to some significant savings. Now, these are available in a wide variety of games, including Marvel Strike Force, and it is that simple. If you have any questions about migrating, there's a set of instructions here. There's detailed questions to help find the best solutions for you. And by the way, did I say you can save money? You can save money. That's right. That's right. You're welcome. Don't everybody thank me all at once. And if you're not saving money on these offers, they really are one of the worst values I've seen in the game. And I will tell you guys right now that they'll become more available over time. But I'm going to be honest, if you guys want to hit that leaderboard, get Dormammu, and essentially beat the game for a few months, this is the path to it. I'm tempted to buy some of these offers to really identify what value they have in the Doom raids, but I'm hoping that I can beat 2.1 today and then start 2.2 and then really understand the impact that Teal gear will have by hopefully getting one character. That being said, there are very few characters that I can bring up reasonably right now because they're going to need 5 or 4 pieces on the majority of characters that have the high-end value, and we'll go over that in a minute. So realistically, you're looking at months of access before you can get them just from without refreshing the stores. Now, there's an event going on that's rewarding those who want to refresh for the stores, and don't forget spending energy. So there's a couple of different ways to get through these events. So one of the things about it is right now Doom 2.0 raid doesn't require Teal gear. Doom 2.1 probably won't require Teal gear. 2.2 and higher because of the fact that you're scaling damage. Okay, and I want you guys to just understand why we think this is going to be the case. All right, is because of the fact that you see this 50% damage increase, 7% damage increase, and then more importantly, the resistances here. So this is where the Teal gear is going to help overcome this. So until your alliance starts getting more of that, that's going to be the big difference. So war changes happen in the game. I think as an alliance, I think this is probably spending cores on energy refreshes. This is the most rewarding it will be for a long time. And the reason why I say that is because you're going to be able to potentially get some of the milestones completed for this and I'm so torn on this milestone. I've been trying to figure out how to explain it to folks here. So the Teal gear, the impact it is, you're going to get some Teal gear by going through these milestones. Realistically, you should probably be building up some of your war ready teams to ISO 4. So you should be using cores to refresh your ISO energy, and if you're not level 85, your energy. If you do that, then you're going to get through these a lot quicker. And so if you're doing up to the 100s on both your ISO and your regular energy, you're going to hit some different milestones in here and potentially get the costume. Now the question is, when you get beyond that and going for these, this is where, if you're a spender and have ever bought these offers that are available, right, 5 times 14 is 70. And so realistically, if you value them at that and use the cores daily to get those, then there's some options there too. I just and so here's the other problem. If you buy the offers for these mini uniques, which are the literally the stumbling block for G16, if you bought those offers, you better be using those cores to get through this milestone. Again, Krakens do what Krakens do. Free to play have to navigate this as best they can. I do think there's some value in using cores to get some energy to try to push through some of this to start, just at least start getting some teal gear. But the real reward isn't until the end for these G16, and so the impact is going to be negligible for those of us who are not going into our wallets really deeply on a daily basis. So teal gear is going to have an impact. Is it going to have an immediate impact? I don't think you need it for the Doom raids. I do think as an alliance, you guys should start targeting Doom 2.0. It feels fun. Again, the most fun I've had in the game. And, you know, hopefully we'll see if the MSF.GG numbers pan out and when we start seeing some of these G16 pop up in the game. Remember, I do things you don't have to. I'm going to spend my way through Doom 2.1, hopefully identify some of the best teams out there for you, and we'll catch you soon.